Man, look at those headlights. Man, she's got a pretty set of headlights. You know, they're stock. I'm not changing those to LEDs. Those are old school. Those are going to be originals. No aftermarket parts on these headlights. Alright, YouTubers, welcome back. My name's Dave. You found Do It Yourself, Do It Right. Got my Harley shirt on. Got the two big girls out of the garage. Gonna go over Charlene. Give you the details on her. What I've done to it. What I plan on doing to it. And gonna give you a little insight on what's gonna go on the old Road Glide over there. You know, Charlene and the Road Glide. They're gonna share some DNA, if you know what I mean. Some DNA. So there's the two big girls. Details on Charlene coming up. I just want to go ahead and give you some basic information on Charlene before I get into all the details. Charlene is a 2013 Softail Deluxe, and for you Harley guys that know your stuff, you're gonna see some things you're gonna say like, I don't think that's a 2013, but it is. I changed some things around to try to make it look like the style that I'm going for. So just so y'all know, everything that's been done on Charlene, I've done it myself. My own blood, sweat, tears. You know, there's been a lot of cuss words in the modification of this bike. You know, a lot of some anger, you know, some joy, lots of happiness. You know, she's a fun bike, and you know, she's a good stress reliever, and you know, so she also has some sentimental value to me. She got me through some rough parts of my life. You know, like I said, she's a good stress reliever. Come out, wrench on the bike, you know, just kind of lose myself in the bike. So, you know, she's not only just a Harley Softail Deluxe, but she is definitely my forever bike. She will not leave my possession until I'm dead. So that's a little morbid, I don't know, but that's just the way it is. Even when I can't ride, I will, you know, put myself in a little electric chair, roll out to the garage, start her up, dump some gas in her, or maybe have somebody dump some gas in her for me. But she will definitely not leave my possession unless something crazy, drastic happens. So get ready for the details, because there's a lot. This might be a longer video. Alright, so I'm gonna do my best to go fairly quickly through here. If you have any questions, just go ahead and throw them in the comment block down there. I'll get back with you. I'll tell you all the details and specifics if you like something that I have on the bike that you might want to put on yours. So we're gonna start right up here on front, and you know, as you can notice, she's got a Fat 50 spoke on her. It's a DNA Fat 50. It's got the matching in the back, because I think it's weird when they just, you know, put the rim in the front and not in the back. So she's got the matching one in front and back. Of course, it's chrome spokes, and then the black wheel around. Of course, I got a white wall. It's hard as all get out to keep that white wall clean, but I do my best. Some SOS pad and water. You just you know, scrub. And then this is the matching disc brake. Moving on up, these are Ness hot legs. As you can see, they hide the axle. They're super nice. This was actually the last thing that I've done to the bike. I put these chrome legs on with the Ness Chrome sliders. So those are those two. Moving up, these are stock Harley headlights. I did buy the hoods for all of them, as you can see, and believe it or not, I think those hoods definitely transformed the bike from when I got it. That was one of the most, besides the rims obviously and the exhaust, those hoods, they really transformed the look of the bike. Of course they're Harley, so they all cost $100. You know, HT, $100. So you got some big headlights, you know, main headlight and then 2 running lights, and these are obviously the blinkers. I am not gonna go and change these to LEDs. I want to keep this, you know, keep it old school. So got the lights there. Of course, we got the big Burly Bars. I believe those are 14-inch Burly Bars with the excuse me, with the you know, the metal mesh stainless steel cables. Couldn't think there for a second. These are trigger levers from Karayakin. These are also Ness handle grips. I don't know if you can see it on there. Maybe not. Trust me, they're Ness. Most of the stuff on here, if it's not Harley, it's Ness. So you know, I think they put out a good product. So try to keep it all together. These are actually aftermarket Harley mirrors. Nothing real special. Just some nice mirrors. Something to change them up. Nothing too drastic around the tank. All this is fairly stock. And then you come down here. Now these are easy. These are just plug wires. I just bought the red ones to try to give it a little color. Harley floorboards. And in a previous video I showed, you know, they're out and down. So you know, they fit. They're nice. It's pretty comfortable. It's you know, comfortable on your legs, but it doesn't ride as good as the Road Glide, obviously. But you know, she's a Softail. I got air ride on it. I'll show you in a minute. So on the engine here, I got the head bolt covers. You know, just to kind of clean that up a little bit. You know, those bolts they're kind of ugly bolts. And then of course down here, the derby cover, one with the black. I think it gives it a nice contrast. I like the black and chrome and white. If you've been looking at my videos, you know, pretty much everything I own is black, chrome, white, or silver, besides the blue bike and the orange Yamaha. But you know, the majority of my stuff is black, white, and chrome. So, and then, you know, moving on back, this is that's just an aftermarket swing arm bag, just so I can have somewhere to throw some stuff. And then, you know, I got the fishtails. Those fishtails, I believe, are Bassini fishtails. They cost a pretty penny. They are actually true duals. There's no crossovers. I'll show you from the other side. It's kind of weird the way they do it. This pipe comes out, down, over, and around. So comes right out here, and then boom, it's true. There's no crossover pipe. The other thing about this exhaust is, you know, when I get on it, I know it's not recommended, but I do it anyways. It's hot down here. I like to ride with shorts. You know, I feel as though if I'm gonna crash, you know, yeah, denim, it's gonna save your leg a little bit, but they say dress for the slide, not the ride. You know, and I agree to a point, but sometimes you're just lazy. You just gotta run up to the gas station. You know, you don't want to go put pants on, and you know. But with this bike, you gotta put pants on, because I've gotten some 30-degree burns from that pipe right here on the inside of my leg, and it's not fun. It hurts. So you definitely got to put some pants on. And another thing, I changed out of the foot pegs. You know, got the old Harley symbol on the end there. And then back here, of course, we got the drive pulley for the belt. That's all DNA. DNA drive pulley, DNA again, the rim and the same disc brake on this side. So there's that. And then on this side, you know, some simple, you know, little add-on stuff. You know, I got the temperature gauge, oil temperature gauge plug for the oil tank. And I will tell you that if you overfill that tank with that temperature gauge on there and you go to horse it around on that bike or on this bike, that temperature gauge will pop out and you will get hot oil all over your leg. And don't ask me how I know. Twice. So you got to be careful. You don't want to put too much oil in there. And then again, same cover over here on this side, you know, black, because keeping it black, and chrome. And then up here, you know, I've changed out the intake, chrome variety. I think it gives it a nice, simple, elegant look. That's what I'm going for, you know, simple, elegant, not too flashy, although, you know, you put all this together, the bike is pretty flashy. She gets a lot of attention, and, you know, rightfully so. I think, you know, she's a beauty. So, and she's loud, she's mouthy, she's really mouthy. So this is the side over here, and, you know, the coolest thing, you can't really see, well, not the coolest, I don't know, it might be the coolest to you, it's cool to me, it's right down in there. Those bad guys down there, those were the biggest pain in the ass to install, and that's the air ride system. And the actual shocks aren't the problem. The directions, how to install it, is the problem. And I don't typically read directions, but I had to read the directions for this, and the directions were terrible. So the problem with this guy is that underneath there, up underneath here, there's a compressor. You know, little air compressor, it's air ride. And getting that thing mounted was, you guessed it, the B word. And you know, I don't like using the B word that much, but it happens. So that was a whole day affair. I figured it wasn't going to take that long to put the air ride on it, but it took all day, really all day. So let's you know, walk around. She's a pretty girl. Oh, I totally forgot the Lapero seat. Fairly understated. This is actually the third seat that I've had for this bike. So I had the original stock seat, and then I bought a Harley seat that's kind of like this, and so then I ended up I bought this Lapero. It's a nice seat. It's okay. It's not super comfortable, but you know, she's not a long haul bike, let's be honest. She's around the town, you know, I'm gonna show you off. We're gonna do some local rides, and that's what she is. So that's pretty much everything that I've done to the bike. I could definitely go into more detail if people really want to get more detail. The air ride, I forgot to mention the brand. The brand of the air ride is a Legend Aero ST, and you know, it's good quality. It really is. The parts itself, the shocks, all this stuff is super good quality. It's just the directions there, you know, it's kind of a joke actually. They're like cartoonish directions, not like a 1 2 3 step follow thing. It's like oh, look at this cartoon and then look at that cartoon, and they don't really give any kind of good detailed pictures. So that is my one complaint about the Legend Aero ST, but it works really nice. I like it because I can adjust it as I'm riding, so that's always good. And I'll show you the control up here. It's a nice little blacked out control. There's two buttons, one for up, one for down. Pretty simple. You know, you can up or down it before you even start the bike, and I'm gonna show you that right now. I haven't ridden a bike in a while, so it might take a little bit just to get them initially pumped up. Oh, as you can see, it's already moving up. And that's all the way up. And you know, you hold the button so it gets as much pressure in there as you want. And you can usually, when you sit on the bike, you'll feel how spongy it is. Yes, it's all the way up, but it'd still be a little spongy. So you hold the button, you let it build pressure inside of there, and now you can see how high the actual fender is up off the tire. That's pretty much stock height right there with stock shocks with no adjustment. So she's up there, she's up in the air. I typically ride a little lower with it, a little softer. I like a softer ride. And then when, you know, I pull in somewhere, I do the cool guy thing and you know, let it down so it looks cool. I did have the stock shocks on it, and I did have them lowered, but it was just, it rode terribly. Oh, and the one thing that I did forget to tell you about is I do have a lowering kit in the front end. So it's a progressive drop-in lowering kit with a cartridge. I had the back end lowered, meaning I just shortened up the shocks so it dropped the rear end. It's kind of like a poor man's lowering kit, and it ran okay. It rode okay. And then I went and dropped the front end because it was kind of sitting up like that, front end up. And when I dropped the front end, it lowered the bike out. And then, you know, when I would ride, it was like a bucking bronco. I mean, it was like this. You hit a bump and you felt everything. You hit a little pebble and man, it was trying to throw you off the bike. So I actually didn't ride the bike for a long time, just here and there around, because it just rode terribly. And you know, I was saving my pennies. I knew I wanted air ride, so saving my pennies, and finally I bought it and threw it on there, and now it's you know, it's much better. It rides like it should. So, and then, you know, I'll show you what happens when you lower it down. And you know, if you look at the tips, oops, you look at the tip, it's all ground off on the bottom. Same on that side. You know, you're at a stoplight and you're turning left, you're turning right, and the bike is all the way down. You're dragging pipes. You know, just, you know, a lot of people talk about, oh, I want to drag my floorboards. Well, I was like, I'm dragging my pipes, and that's not really that cool. My $1,000 fishtails getting scratched up, just getting tore up because I got the bike lowered down. So, you know, if you're one of those guys that want to drag the floorboards, then you know, you go ahead and drag your floorboards. But I don't really like dragging my shit. Sorry, my French. I pay a lot of money for this stuff. I don't really want to get it all scratched up. So yeah, there we go. That's the back end. Doesn't she have a nice rear end? I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up down here and start up old Charlene, so you can hear how mouthy she is. And you know, she is mouthy. Needless to say, my neighbors don't like it when I take Charlene to work at 4:15 in the morning. Not that you guys didn't know what it looked like or sound like when somebody, you know, hits the button to lower her down. But you know, I'm gonna show you just because it's cool, and I can, you know, why not? So that's all the way up, and we're going down. and that is all the way down. So like I said in previous videos, there's really not much more that I want to do to Charlene. There is just a couple of things. The one thing that I did notice, and I will replace, is the tail light right here seems to have melted. Not exactly sure why, but it's melted, so I'm gonna replace the lens. I just gotta get over to Harley Davidson because I'm sure I'm gonna have to get it from Harley. So there's that. The other thing is that I've been playing around with the idea of changing up the handlebars, and the reason why I might change up the handlebars is because I cannot get the wiring for the air ride to go into the bars. Right now I just have it zip tied, as you can see. I have it zip tied to the cable, to the clutch cable, and you know, it looks all right. You know, you don't really see it from afar, but I know it's there, and I know it should be inside the bars. So I'm kicking around the idea of changing it up, you know, changing up the handlebars, maybe doing something to, you know, so it comes out and then flattens out, not so buck handlebar-ish to the back here, because my arms do get they start to fall asleep after a while if I'm on the bike for a while. So but I really do love this look. So you know, I'm debating on, you know, just keeping it for the look, or you know, maybe trying to make it a little bit more comfortable. I don't know. I think I like the looks, so you know, still kicking that around. You know, we'll see. So handlebars, possibly the tail light lens, and so this is a 103, and so is that. So this bike is new to me, and you know, she doesn't have the sentimental value of Charlene. So this bike with this 101 or 103 is going to be the guinea pig for that bike. And what I mean by that is, I told you in the first video, we're gonna dive into this engine. And if we dive into this engine and you know, we get it running to the way I want it to run, and a little bit more pep in the step, you can better believe that that engine will get the same treatment, because that engine is still stock besides the intake. So that's one of the things that I liked about this bike. Same engine. I can do some experimenting, you know. So with that being said, the DNA that these two bikes are going to share, other than, you know, being a guinea pig for Charlene, is well, let me show you. I got it right here in the saddlebag. It came in. I told you that you know, I had it ordered and it came in. So here it is. It is the same exact air cleaner as the one Charlene has on her, and there's no other picture. Yeah, dang it. Anyways, so you can see it in there. The difference is Charlene has a chrome one, and this bike, the Road Glide, which I haven't named yet, is gonna have a black one. So this guy, it's gone. It's gonna go. It's gonna be, you know, see you later. So that's gonna be the next video for the Road Glide, is the installation of this and the installation of the derby cover. I would show you the derby cover, but you know, I'm gonna leave that a secret for the next video. It is gonna show you the company that I'm gonna go with to do all of that engine work on that bike. And it's also going to fulfill my promise, that one of the promises anyways that I made in my one video. The two promises. One promise is it's gonna be an American flag in every one of my videos. The other promise is that I'm gonna try to be funny. So I'm gonna try to make you laugh. So if you can guess what that is, what it's gonna help out, you know, be my guest. So yeah, that's the DNA that these two girls are going to share. Is this one, this intake is going to be on this bike only in black, because I think it'll look better in black over here. So there you have it. All right, I think it's going to do it for this video. Hopefully I didn't bore you to death with Charlene. You know, like I said, she's a special bike in my book. She's my forever bike. And it's you know, title is in the vault, as they say. So yeah, it's gonna do it for this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, share, please subscribe. You know, it helps out. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with a nice view of Charlene and her big, beautiful headlights. Would you look at that? The A to Z guy showed up. What a nice guy, doing his job, doing it right. 7 o'clock at night. Just so you know, that's a future video.